Welcome to Mental Mosaic. I'm your host, Julie, and today I'm sharing a deeply personal chapter of my life, my journey before being diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. This is a story about fear, impulsivity, and the turning point that led me to healing. Before I understood what I was dealing with, my life felt like an endless cycle of chaos and anxiety. I was always scared of rejection, scared of being alone. That fear often resorted into reckless behavior. I drove too fast, took risks without thinking them through, and made impulsive decisions that left me feeling even more lost. I also experienced intense emotions that seemed to come out of nowhere. One moment, I'll be fine. The next, I'd be scared, angry, or deeply sad over nothing. When someone hurt me or humiliated me, I would lash out in ways I didn't fully understand, often hurting those that care about me the most. But the bottom for me came when I fell for a scam that cost me and my family a significant amount of money. I was so caught up in the high of the impulsivity that I didn't see how deep I was getting myself into trouble. When the reality hit, I began to dissociate. I lost track of what I had done and who I had hurt. When my husband found out how bad things had become, he didn't speak to me for days. On the last day, he left for a work trip to the airport without saying goodbye. I was still in that dissociation, sorry guys, I was still in that dissociative state, terrified of what I have done and what would happen next. In that moment, I felt lost, but I had a plan. Days before, I had typed out a letter on my phone, and that morning I sent it to him while he was still on the plane. I also invited a friend over for coffee, trying to reassure her that I was okay, all the while knowing that I was anything but. When my husband landed, he saw my message and immediately reached out to one of my closest friends. She rushed over, determined to get me help. I refused to go to the mental health clinic, but agreed to go to the doctor. After the appointment, she took me home, believing that I would be okay. But inside, I still had my plan. I locked myself in the bathroom, ready to execute it. In that total state of dissociation, I felt nothing, as if I was floating outside my body. Then, my husband, having taken the first flight back, kicked down the door just in time. The horror he must have felt seeing me in that moment, seeing the mess I had created and what I had done, was unimaginable. He saved me that day, and it was a profound moment that led me to my journey to seek help and understanding. In the next part of my episode, I'll talk about what happened after that day and how I started to rebuild my life. If you're struggling with something similar, know that you're not alone and that there is hope. Thank you for listening to Mental Mosaic with Julie. If you found my story relatable or know someone who might need to hear this, please share it. Join me next time as we continue this journey together. Until then, take care of yourself.